So you're like, Kurt, what am I gonna get from like hosing? Like all you ever do is talk about it. You've been talking about it for like 10 years. Like what's the big deal? And it's like the first time you do it, like I have it where it seals around your nose, so you can exhale and be in a still pool of water, and your breath, that in and out that you're pulling on your nose with, you can passively float and move your body up and down entirely with the breath. You can adjust your posture so it's horizontal or any position that you want. If the pool is the correct depth and the water's just totally still, you can pretty much breathe in any orientation statically through your nose. And then you're able to, with that inhale and exhale, move yourself up and down willfully and consciously. And so the water pressure applies enough corrective pressure to your breath that it accomplishes this. Like if you have a little bit of balance, the water pressure corrects your breath enough that you can get so balanced that you go up and down because of the in and out of your breath, hovering right there at neutral buoyancy. So just to hover right at neutral buoyancy, hanging off of your nose, right? If you have a full breath and inhale, you'll float, and exhale, you'll sink. So there's a relaxation point between inhaling and exhaling where you're kind of hanging off of your breath, and your body will sit there and be right at neutral buoyancy. You can find it, you can feel it. And so you can pay attention to that. You're grabbing neutral buoyancy right there, gripping it, feeling it, grabbing it, attaining it, and then hold on to it as you get out of the water, and you can hold on to it. So it's a little bit like doing a negative. Like if you can't do a pull-up, the water will get you all the way to that complete and totalizing focus of the breath, and then you can kind of get out and maintain focus. And then you gradually lose focus, or you do an exercise with too much weight, right? You add too much weight to your assisted pull-up and you can't do the pull-up anymore. So in terms of totalizing focus, especially with the nose thing, you can attain it, and then as you get out of the water, that's the negative rep. And I think that's in some ways it's a lot easier than trying to do it without having ever attained a totalizing focus on your own. So not some like youthful, maniacal passion, motivation, not a drug, not a fear. Like most people never just get it by like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So the water makes it easy to get that experience, and then it's it's obviously not totalizing. Like you have to do the reps, do exercises with assisted. Basically the water would be doing exercise with totalizing focus with assisted, using the water to assist in having that totalizing focus. But with the nose thing, like day 100%, like boom, you can kind of feel what that feels like to physically hang the entire body off of a relaxed position of the breath. So to like physically fall into the breath. So you can do that in and out of the water. Doing it in the water makes it way easier to fall into the breath, which is great. It's like so easy, no one cares, right? Everyone falls so far into the breath when they're in the water, they fly, right? We just call it swimming. But with the breathing, if you breathe underwater, that really, really translates it. And then, you can maintain posture. You can maintain posture out of the water, and it is like once in the water, you can find it as a relaxation rather than an effort. So when you maintain it out of the water, you're just relaxing harder. And so yeah, I can't say it any more attractive than that. I don't know if I'm just not. I don't know if I'm not advertising it correctly or like describing it correctly. Just think it would be. It's wild to me how uninteresting that is to people. It's wild.